find your way back
What is going on, you guys? I'm about to go to the gym here in the next couple of minutes, but before I did that, I wanted to stop and talk about a topic that is really near and dear to me, something that I dealt with myself personally in the beginning of my journeys and struggles with weight loss, and that is cheat meals, cheat days, and refeeds. Okay, so refeeds. Refeeds are nothing more than just increasing your carbohydrate intake, not just with any carbs. You want good carbs, right? Which is brown rice. You want whole grains, you want things of that sort. You don't want to increase your carbs with white rice or pasta, etc. So that's just a refeed. You would do it by, I think it's like 100 to, it depends on the person. Tailor it to yourself, but depending on the person, it could be 100 to an upwards of 400 carbs. But all it is a high increase in carb for you to be able to refuel and increase your leptin levels. So firstly, you guys, cheat meals are not something that I recommend for someone to incorporate into their diet if they're trying to lose weight from an obesity standing point, the way that I started off at the beginning of my journey. Reason being is because when I was at that point in my life, I had a really bad relationship with food. I could not control a binge from happening. It would just like any little thing could trigger it, whether it be emotional, anxiety, whatever it may be, any types of foods. A cheat meal for me would be a trigger. Cheat meals are meals that can be extremely beneficial to you if you're able to use them the way that they're supposed to be used. If you're able to pull from them the benefits that they can give you. They can be extremely dangerous if you're someone who struggles with things like binge eating, if you don't have a healthy relationship with food. Cheat meals at that point, for someone like myself who was dealing with binging and had triggers for binging, things like cheat meals would trigger a binge for me. I didn't have a healthy relationship with food when I first started this weight loss journey. And cheat meals for me wouldn't be just one slice or two slices of pizza. Cheat meals for me would be like a medium-sized Domino's pizza all to myself, you guys. And that's obviously, I was unable to sit down and just have a meal, a cheat meal. My cheat meals would turn into a binging session. I would go on and just eat whatever I wanted throughout the rest of the day. Essentially, a cheat meal would turn into a cheat day for me. One, because of my binging. Two, because I didn't have a healthy relationship with food and I didn't know how to incorporate balance into my lifestyle. I had no balance. I was either extremely restrictive or I was binging. There was no in between. I had no in between. And it wasn't until I started incorporating little snacks without fear and like serving sizes into my macros whenever I felt a craving that my lifestyle didn't truly change. So if I was craving, let's say, like a piece of chocolate or like a candy bar or something, I would have a serving size. You can fit half of a Kit Kat or even a Kit Kat into your macronutrients. Obviously, it's not beneficial. You're not going to get nutrition out of it. It's going to take up so much for so little, right? Volume and everything. And however, it's going to satisfy your craving and it's going to teach you balance and moderation. For me, when I first started my journey, if I were to have a Kit Kat, it would freak me out. Like, you know what, Belle? You already messed up. You might as well go and have this and have that. And I'm going to go and eat this and I'm going to go and eat that. I'll just get all of my cravings out of the way and I'll start again tomorrow. And that was so messed up to have. That's just a messed up way of thinking when you're dieting down and trying to maintain a weight loss journey that's going to be permanent, right? Because there's been times where I've lost weight and I've just gained it all back, right? I lose 5 pounds, I gain back 10. I lose another 5, I gain back 10. And one of the biggest reasons for that, you guys, wasn't because I was not counting my calories. Like, I knew how to be in a caloric deficit. I knew how to lose weight. My problem was I was dealing with binging. I was dealing with outbursts and triggers that dealt with binging. I didn't have a healthy lifestyle. I didn't know how to incorporate balance and moderation into my diet without freaking out, right? I would always freak out. Like, I just couldn't do it. So I think if you're someone in that situation, cheat meals are not for you. I don't think that they're going to be beneficial. I think they're actually going to set you back in your weight loss journey, because in order for you to lose 50 plus pounds, you have to be able to maintain some sort of diet. And I think the most maintainable, realistic diet is balance and moderation through a caloric deficit. You can't live the rest of your life not having carbs. You can't live the rest of your life not having a piece of chocolate if you like chocolate. You have to be able to learn how to incorporate in moderation those foods that you love without going overboard. Eventually, you're gonna get to a point where you're able to do that. You're gonna get to a point where now I can be like, you know what, I want, some ice cream. And it doesn't have to be something like Arctic Zero. I can actually have a serving size of ice cream and be completely fine without any triggers. I won't feel a need to binge. I won't feel a need to have more than that serving. And that for me was such a big step in my weight loss journey, to be able to just have a balanced eating lifestyle. Like I said, you're gonna get there, but it's gonna take you an understanding, and you have to be realistic with yourself and telling yourself, you know what, cheat meals are probably not for me. I don't need a cheat meal. I don't need to eat this pizza. If you're living every single day of your weight loss journey and you're only enjoying 1 week out of your entire week, that's 4 days out of the month, you guys, maybe even 3. That's like, you're not going to be able to maintain that lifestyle for long. You have to be able to enjoy what you're eating and what you're putting into your body Monday through Sunday, right? And still be able to have the foods that you enjoy. And for me, like, if you're trying to lose 50 plus pounds, I really, really think that your relationship with food is where you should start. I don't think that cheat meals are something that you should try to incorporate into your lifestyle, because if you're doing it every single week, one cheat meal could amount to an upwards of 1,000 calories. It's such a huge setback, you guys. So until you feel comfortable incorporating cheat meals, and if you do, I would only recommend maybe twice a month. I would practice balance and having, half of a Kit Kat bar and splitting it with someone throughout the week, or maybe like, I'm gonna have a serving size of this or a serving size of something to shut off that craving, and that'll be that. If you can do that, I feel like that's gonna take you so much further than trying to hate your diet Monday through Saturday and only enjoy 1 single day of the week of it. Now, it's obvious that because I went off on a tangent on cheat meals, that I am not an advocate whatsoever for cheat days. I wouldn't recommend them to anyone. I don't think that they're beneficial whatsoever. But again, everything that I'm saying is just personal opinion. This is just my experiences and my thoughts on cheat meals, refeeds, and cheat days. Obviously, everyone feels differently, so no worries. If cheat meals work for you and you're able to incorporate them into your lifestyle without problem, by all means, go for it. Continue on with your weight loss journey. Do what works for you, because everyone is different. These are just tips that I want to throw out there in case someone who is watching is dealing with the same stuff. You might be sitting there saying like, dang, it's kind of true. Every time I have a cheat meal, I kind of overdo it. I have this, or if I have that, I freak out. Like, those are the types of people that I'm making this video for. But as always, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of it. Gangsta, up guys?
I thought I was short.
I'm short.
Not bad.
Yeah.
There you go. Good.
Until you find your way back home.